Hey there, this is Beck from Breathe and Blend Yoga. And this morning I woke up feeling really stiff and sore. So I got out of bed and I had a shower. And in the shower, I came up with this really awesome sequence. I tried it out in a class. And afterwards, my spine felt amazing. So I thought I would record it so I can remember it and share it with you guys. So what I'll do first is I'll do the sequence so you can see it, and then I'll do it another time and I'll say it as well, so you can get the instructions for it as well. So this sequence incorporates the spine moving in a forward fold, in a back bend, in a side bend, and in a twist. It also works the hips in triangle as well. So, and you also get some lengthening through the lower back with some roll-ups as well, which is awesome for helping to release the lower back, because as you tuck your TA, your transversus abdominis muscle in, it attaches into the lower spine and it actually decompresses your lower spine by drawing in. So this particular sequence is very important that we bend your knees a bit and tuck your bottom under and scoop your belly in. That happens a fair bit. So if you find it difficult to do that, have a little practice of tilting your hips first like that, and then you'll find it a lot easier and you'll know what I mean. A lot of butt squeezing in this one as well. So we'll start you off in a gentle option first, and you can, in the second round, you can go a little bit further if that's suitable for you. Now my dog Rusty is around today in the room with me, so hopefully he will stay off my mat. Rusty, stay, sit. Good boy, stay. All right, fingers crossed. Let's get started. So that's the sequence for you. That's half of it. You then repeat it again on the other side. So it's a multi-directional sequence, but it gives you a rough idea as an overview to start with of how it is. You can make it as floaty and dancey as you like. That was a fairly static representation of the sequence so that you can understand each pose as it's coming up. So I will verbally instruct now, and we'll do it facing one way, then the other way, and then we'll do the full sequence back to the very beginning. So yeah, let's just do it. Listen up for your pelvic tilt cues as well. Starting in mountain pose, feet hip distance apart, hands to prayer. Reach your arms up, lift up your heels, tuck your butt under, and give your cheeks a squeeze together, like you're holding a letter in between your butt cheeks. Bend your knees, heels down. Start to sit down, and we want to keep the spine upright for as long as possible so that you can squash your belly onto your thighs. Then lift your butt, drop your head in your hands. Lift your butt a little higher if you need to stretch out the back of your legs and your butts. Bend your knees. Lift. Start to exhale as you squeeze your belly button in. Chest up, breathe in, head up. Good. Hands to prayer at the chest, or if you want more support for your back, roll your shoulders back and place your palms into the big hip bones at the back. Push your hips forward and stretch your chest up nice and high. Now, if you like, you can keep your chin tucked in. Just don't hold your head awkwardly halfway, or you can take it all the way back. Lift up over the top of your hips, tuck your bottom under and squeeze your belly in. Take your weight onto your right leg and lift up your left foot as if you're about to put on your sock. Now, using a tense butt cheek, see if you can tense that left butt cheek to draw the leg back. Taking a gentle version of Warrior 3, arms back or out to the side. Now bend your right knee. Step back as gently as you can. Come onto the ball of the foot. Don't stay on your tippy toes. Bend your back knee. Tuck your bottom under. Strengthening the glutes, releasing the psoas hip flexors, and drawing the belly in will help strengthen that as well. If you like, you can keep your hands on your hips or bring your arms up. Let your shoulders lift. Never force your shoulders down. Good. Hands through the midline, right hand to the right hip, left hand up, stretch up, 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 and then lean across to the side, but still squeeze your butt so your lower body is completely stable. It's just the upper body that's leaning across to the side. Take your hands down, place your back foot flat, toes pointing to the long side of your mat. Straighten your front leg. Hips as much as possible. Allow this right hip to come back a little bit. Tilt. Relax your waist down towards your leg and then spill your shoulders afterwards. Stretching your arms out. Now, if you feel pinching or pain in your top shoulder, just take your hand back onto your hip. Lifting the big toe will help switch on the arch of the foot and protect the knee. Good. Now bend your front knee. Take your top hand down to the floor. Lift your heel up on the back foot and drop the knee to the floor. And then take your arm up for a twist. Good. Hand down. Back toes tuck under. Straighten the leg. Place the foot where it was. Take the hands to the hips as you straighten your front leg. Now, this is really an interesting way to come out of triangle. Lift the side of your ribs up like you're a puppet with a string on the side of your ribs. Lift. And just unroll the spine to the side. Good. Flip your feet over and we do triangle the other way. So you have toes pointing to the short end of your mat, toes pointing to the long side of your mat. Tilt your hips. Spill the side of your waist down towards your thigh, and then just let your spine naturally unravel, adding the arms, whatever's suitable for your shoulder. Good. Squeeze your butt here. Lifting the big toe on the front foot will also help support the knee. Good. Bend your front knee. Top hand comes to the floor inside the foot. Drop the back knee down and twist. Hand down. Back knee up. Foot flat on the floor. Hands to the hips and back into your triangle. Lift. Good. Turn to face the other end of your mat. Lift your heel up on the back foot. Bend the knee. Tuck your bottom under and draw the belly in. So you shouldn't have a back bend here. Your upper body is like you're standing straight in mountain pose. Hands to the hips or up. Squeeze both butt cheeks for pelvic stability and protect your knees. Down the midline. Left hand to the left hip, right arm up, 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 and lean across to the side. So whichever foot is back, the same arm is lifted up in the air. Good. Hands down to taking a lean foot, squeezing your butt and lifting your back leg up for warrior three. Watch your hip doesn't twist to the side here. Bend your supporting leg. Point your toe. That'll help switch on your glutes and your hammies. Maybe float your arms out. Good. Now, bring that foot through, the lifted foot, and put on your sock. Place the foot to the floor. And back bend, hips forward, unroll, shoulders back, chest up and forward. It's really important that we get that chest up.
And adding your head back if that's suitable for you. Lift up.
Bend, coming all the way down as low as you can, and then lift up your butt. And let your head and your shoulders relax. Bend your knees a lot. Now, draw your belly button in like you don't want your tummy to touch your legs, and then tilt your hips so that your butt directs down towards the heels. Kind of like a bit like a scared dog tucking their tail under. And then roll up. Inhale as you come up to offset any dizziness. Exhale up into your balance. You'll need to exhale here because your waist will narrow, forcing the air out of your body. Good. Heels down, hands to prayer at the chest, or roll the shoulders back and place the palms into the lower back. It's a bit like camel pose, but you're standing instead of kneeling. Hips forward, chest up, stretch out your belly. Up, 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 up. Good. Lift your ribs and your throat up to the ceiling. Pick yourself up over the top of your pelvis. Here, very important, tuck your belly button in and tuck your lower back nice and long. This time we take the weight to the left foot. Lift up your right, put on your sock. This is your counter pose for your back bend. Reach your leg out behind you, warrior three. Squeeze your butt on both sides. Good, very gently. Back foot down. Make sure you're not up on the tippy toes. You need to come onto the ball of the foot. Bend your back knee. Tuck your bottom under. Arms up if you want. If you have high blood pressure, by the way, don't put your arms up. But you probably already know that if you have high blood pressure. Hands down the midline to the hips. Right arm up. Back foot flat, toes point to the long side of your mat. Straighten your front leg. Tilt your hips. Now, even though this front leg is straight, it's not all the way straight. So it'll look straight, but feel bent. That is very important. Spill through your spine. Add your arms if it's suitable for your shoulders. Bend your front knee. Top hand comes down to the inside of the foot. Knee to the floor. Up we go. Twist. Good. Hands down. Lift the back knee up. Foot flat.
Hands to the hips and straighten back into triangle. Good. Hands to the hips. Lift your ribs up to the ceiling and unravel. That's the clincher that feels the best for your spine. Well, it does for mine. Hopefully it does for yours too. Flip your feet. Give me some yoga attitude here. Tilt your hips. Get your pose on. Yeah? Good. Spill. Arms if it's suitable. So you want to have a teeny tiny bend sensation in both knees. Good. Hands to the hips. Bend. Top hand comes down to the floor. Drop the back knee down. Twist. Top hand comes down. Back foot goes flat, straighten your front leg, back into your triangle pose. Good. Hands to hips, lift. Turn to face the original starting point on your mat. Short end of your mat, turn your hips, lift your back heel up. And here we are in our lunge. Tuck your bottom under. Draw your belly in. Now your lower belly is drawn in here, but not your upper abdominals. You still need to breathe into your diaphragm here. Are you breathing through your nose? Good. Float into warrior three. Lift nice and lightly. Now if you're feeling like you've got the extra energy today, you can bend your supporting knee a bit more and take your to the floor. Swing the foot through. If you need to touch the floor, that's okay. Put on your sock. Good. Foot to the floor. Roll it up. Scoop that belly in. Unroll through the spine. Inhale, chest up. Shoulders back. Hands into the hips. Lift your chest up, breathing in. Up your ribs over the top of the hips. Bend. Keep your spine fairly neutral here. Belly washes to the legs for support. Down we go. Bottoms up. Bend your knees. Roll it up through your spine. Scoop your belly in. Head up as you breathe in. Hands up, heels up as you breathe out. Good, so that's one round each way. Let's start the other way. Breathing in, arms up. Balancing, tuck your bottom under. Heels down, hands to the chest. Good. Hips forward, chest up. You can keep your hands in prayer. I like to have my hands for extra support in the into the lower back area. Not itself, but actually more the hips. Put your chest, your hips forward and your chest up to the ceiling. Good. Lift up, and this time we'll take the weight onto the left leg. Put your sock on the right foot. Tuck your bottom under, belly's in. Lift your foot. This is your counter pose for your back bend. Fly into warrior three. Step the foot back, high lunge, bend the back knee, tuck your bottom under. Good. Turn the toes out to the side, heel is flat. Oh, wait, you missed our side bend. Keeping your back knee bent, we're back in our lunge, sorry. Hands to prayer at the chest. Left hand, left hip, right arm up. Over we go. Side bend. You really want to work that pelvic tuck here. Good. And down. Back foot flat. Hello, Rusty. Tilt your hip. Spill to triangle. Rusty. Lay down, Rusty. Good. Hands to the hips. Good. Bend and twist. Hello. You big good boy. Stay. and come back through triangle, straightening your back leg, hands to the hips, brief extension if you like, hands to the hips, lift, switch the feet, tilt the hips first, give me some yoga attitude, spill down, unravel your arms if it's suitable, bend your knee, take your hands down, turn your chest towards your knee as you lift the back heel, hand to the floor, other hand up. Good, coming back into triangle, tuck your back toes under, lift the back knee. Good, back foot flat, straighten the front leg. Good, hands to the hips as you lift. Good, turn the hips to the short end of your mat. Heel up, tuck your bottom under, squeeze the cheeks. You can bring your arms up if you like. Hands through the midline. Right hand to the right hip, left arm up. So whichever leg is back, the same arm is lifted. Tuck your butt under and squeeze. You feel a massive stretch through that thigh and the side of the body. Good. And then coming back to center. Lift off for warrior three. And put on your sock. Put the foot down. Roll up. Back bend, shoulders back. Good, forward fold, bend those knees, come through chair pose. Down we go, bottoms up. Hello, Rusty. Bend your knees a lot, scoop your belly in and tuck your bottom under, roll it up. Head up, hands up. Breathe in, up. Hands to prayer at the chest. Good, and then we start again. Arms up, breathe in. Heels up, tuck your butt under, exhale. Good, hands to prayer through the midline. You can keep the hands at the chest, roll your shoulders back. If you want to put your hands into your hips, lift your chest up as you push your hips forward. Up and over, tuck your bottom under, scoop your belly in. Take the weight onto your right foot this time and lift your left. Put on your sock. Stretch out to warrior three, open. Gently touch down on the back foot. Make sure you're on the ball of the foot and not the tippy toes. Arms up. No, Rusty. No, lay down. Lay down, Rusty. Good boy. Hands through prayer, down the center line of the body. Right hand to right hip, left arm up, and side bend. Squeeze both butt cheeks here. Hold that letter between your butt. Good. Hand down. Back foot flat. Straighten the front leg, not all the way, remember. Tilt the hips, spill to triangle. Bend the front knee. Top hand comes down, lift the back heel up and twist. And back into triangle. Lift, switch the feet, tilt hips. Where you want to allow that left hip to come back a little bit. Spill through, unravel through your spine. Add your arms if it's suitable. And twist. Top hand comes down. Back knee to the floor and close twist. See if you can hug that knee in towards your chest. Good. And then back into triangle pose. Hands to the hips as you lift up. Good. Turn your hips, lift your back heel up. high lunge. Hands through the midline, left hand to the left hip, right arm up, lift up and reach across. Allow your shoulder to lift. Please don't ever force your shoulders down. Squeeze both butt cheeks. Good, hands down. Lift off to warrior three. Place the foot down. Actually, no, we bring the foot forward. Lift up the knee, put on your sock. Counter pose. Foot to the floor. Roll it up. Lift your shoulders up, back and down, and back bend. And over we go. Chair down. Hands down, head down, bottoms up. Bend your knees a lot, scoop your belly in, draw it in tight as you roll up. And inhale up. And exhale down, hands to prayer. So that's the full sequence. Up, Rusty. Up. Good boy. So that's the full sequence, and I don't know about you guys, but my spine feels amazing after doing that, especially the tilt and rolls through triangle pose as well, and then transitioning from triangle pose into that twist. So hopefully you guys like that one too. If you have any questions, just put them in the comments, and remember you can follow me on Instagram, Miss Contrary, and I'll put up a little picture at the end of the video, and you can like my Breathe and Blend page as well. So yeah, namaste, hope you liked it.